Hello and welcome today to an escape to cozy home and garden inspiration. Here in Zone 8, I thought it would be fun to bring you along as I'm planting azaleas, transplanting Encore Azaleas actually. It's definitely a flower gardening for beginners video as I show you what it's really like to plant azaleas in the South. Thanks for joining me on this overcast, breezy day. It's supposed to be over 100 here in the South, so I'm getting started early. These 4 Encore Azaleas look like this, and they're supposed to look like this. So I'm transplanting them into the flower bed where they'll get better drainage and lots of sun. And I know you may be confused because old-fashioned Southern Azaleas don't like to be in full sun, but these are Southern Living's Encore Azaleas. They're low maintenance, they like full sun, and they actually bloom not just in the spring, but also in the summer and in fall. So here I am moving the mulch out of the way. It's really thick, and then I'm going to have to cut through the weed barrier landscape fabric. It is a pain, and I'm struggling a bit with these scissors that aren't quite sharp enough, but it's worth it because it does keep those weeds away. It does a fabulous job, so I'll link what we use in the description box below. I'm not going to edit out the reality of getting these bushes in the ground around here. We're keeping it real. You're going to see the good, the bad, the mistakes, but also the wins and rewards. I've prepared the hole in the flower bed, so I'm going to remove these azaleas that are clearly not thriving. They're not filled in or blooming much. I went a little too deep here on the dig, so I'm removing this unnecessary part at the bottom, and we'll get them transplanted. How do you plant azaleas? You want to dig your hole twice the size of the plant. Azalea roots are shallow, so they don't need to be too deep, but they do spread out wide. But when you do the depth of the hole, you want to leave the azalea's root ball 2 inches above the surface level, so almost mounded. Here I'm checking the level of the root ball and showing you, and then I'm going to use a starter fertilizer for the first time ever, and I'll keep you posted on whether this really works or not. It's important to backfill with the native soil, but I've also stepped away to grab my favorite potting soil to add and make sure that it is filled in as much as possible and then I will press carefully with my feet to make sure there are no air pockets.
I know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around you. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best for you. I know that you are having trouble believing right now that everything is gonna be alright. I know that you feel all alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through, 'cause we only want what's best.
Now it's time to get the 4th azalea in the ground. I had to remove this rose bush that didn't make it. How do you water azaleas? Azaleas do not like soggy soil, so a well-draining spot, that's why this flower bed is perfect, or a raised bed. But basically, you want to water them in well at first. Of course, my battery didn't make it to show me watering these in, but after that, if it doesn't rain at least an inch a week, then you want to add that, watering a couple times a week from below. You don't want to get those leaves wet. Water them in well an inch or two into the soil. If it's extremely hot, a 3rd time in the week, and just stick your finger in, keep a check on it, and you'll be great. As always, I hope this was helpful and relaxing and enjoyable. I hope you learned something about planting azaleas, especially Encore azaleas, which are my new favorites. I will keep you posted on how these do, but be sure to come back for more cozy home and garden inspiration. Love y'all. See you soon.